What's up, everybody? Tyson Roush, Let's Talk Jets Radio. Happy Friday. The weekend is finally here. Sunny in New Jersey, hot, which is great. Happy Father's Day to all the Father's Day out there. Some quick news and notes on Jets minicamp. But before we do that, if you want to buy one of our tank tops, first of all, thank you for all the support. $2 from every shirt goes to a mental health foundation. There's only a couple more days on the tank tops. So we're going to probably wrap it up like a Monday or Tuesday so we can get them all out. So if you want them, we'll post a link in this video. It's all over our social media. Like I said, we definitely appreciate it. We have like a basketball jersey, some other, they're pretty cool stuff. So check it out. We appreciate it. As the Jets wrap up minicamp, there's a lot of things you can think about, and it's impossible to not be excited. I mean, it all starts with Zach Wilson, who has come in, embraced his role as, trying to be a leader of the offense, trying to be a sponge in terms of learning information, and trying to work his ass off and study as much as possible. Trying to set his own standard, first in, last guy out, trying to develop camaraderie with his teammates. And it's been excellent, man. And we won't know what he is until he starts getting hit and under pressure and faces some adversity. But from the start, it's all positive. And it seems like he has a very good interaction with his teammates, good chemistry with Elijah Moore. So it's hard to not be, like I said, the quarterback position's always been the most scrutinized position with the Jets, and rightfully so. So hopefully they have something in this kid, but it's going to take time, it's going to take patience, and it's not going to be pretty at times. We have to understand that. On offense, though, overall, you love Mike LaFleur's offense. You like all the things you hear about it. You like the way he explains how he develops his offense, how he wants to run his system, his play calling, how he uses his receivers, how he uses his running backs. And this is probably the deepest running back or wide receiver group the Jets have had in a long time. Like right now, Elijah Moore is making all these headlines with the way he's playing, kind of like overshadowing the Jets got Corey Davis, who's an excellent receiver. And they have Crowder, and they have Mims, and they have all these other guys. And it's wild to think of the potential of this group. So that's super exciting, especially when you have a quarterback that can sling it down the field. The kid's got a cannon, and that can open up the field, which opens up the running game, and the Jets got some explosive running backs. I mean, I like Ty Johnson probably more than most people do. You got Michael Carter. But the thing that's important is these guys can catch the ball in the backfield, which, again, that's a good safety valve, a good outlet for Wilson under duress if they're going to blitz him. So you added explosive playmakers around the quarterback, which we've been begging for years. The tight end position, to me, is still an unknown. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Jets try to make another move. Chris Herndon may or may not got hurt the last day of minicamp. Tyler Croft is a solid guy, but, you don't know there. So if they add somebody, that's great. But I think they have a litany of weapons. I'd be curious to see if a versatile fullback becomes available, if they consider that. Nobody really talks about that, but I think that could be an option as well. The offensive line was a concern coming into the offseason. I mean, coming into this whole mini camp, everything else. And they tried to upgrade it as best they can with Vera Tucker. The Morgan Moses thing is interesting. To me, that'd be awesome to have that kind of depth. And that's what you want to keep stacking it. And, the one thing this coaching staff keeps saying is, they want to give all the young guys as many reps as possible, especially because they had no preseason last year, to see what they actually have in the roster. A lot of these guys, like Cameron Clark, had no tape. So you want to see what they're doing, or Zuniga, and all these different guys. You want to see what they have. So the offensive line's a work in progress, but they're trying to upgrade it, which, the more you can put around Zach Wilson, the better off this organization will be for the short term and the long term. Because you figure early on, teams are going to come after him. They're going to blitz the hell out of Zach Wilson. They're going to test him. If you give him, an extra second to throw the ball or move or decipher defense, it's better for everybody. The defensive line is going to be amazing. I mean, one more thing with the offensive line. The one thing you want to keep an eye on is Mekhi Becton. People are trying to say we're not, the weight, the injuries, the health. Hopefully he comes to the training camp completely healthy and ready to go and a little fitter than he was, because there's a lot of reports out there are kind of like saying he maybe not be in the best of shape. So hopefully that changes. Defensive line is stacked. It's loaded. There's going to be some tough cuts there. I mean, ideally you want Quinnen Williams back, healthy. He could be a top defensive tackle if he gets it all together, especially in this defense. They added all these different players, and the cuts are going to be really tough. Then you look at, the linebackers. It's going to be interesting because you have, Jared Davis, they signed, explosive guy, Mosley coming back. You have a lot of moving parts at linebacker. It'll be interesting to see how they use them. And then you go to secondary, where there's a tremendous amount of competition. I guess the one story you can keep an eye on is Marcus May. Do they get a deal done before July 15th, or do they not? Marcus Joyner's back there now. Can Ashton Davis get healthy? All of these young corners and all these hybrid players will be a tremendous amount of competition to bring out your best. And that was the other thing that Saleh said. He's like, a lot of these young guys, we don't know what they are because we had no tape on them. So we got to run them as much as possible to figure out what they are, what role do they fit in this defense, and what do we need after that. So if the Jets start signing players over the next couple of weeks, then you realize, okay, they didn't like what they saw, or they have some concerns, and they've said in the past they like to have veterans in position rooms. I'll say that. So it'd be interesting to see if they add a veteran corner. They said, and veteran quarterback, all these different things. So that all play out over the next couple of weeks. I guess the most important thing is that these guys stay healthy and stay out of trouble. And I think you're going to see a very competitive, feisty football team. Saleh seems to have a great relationship with the players. He seems very honest. Seems very genuine. He seems very motivating. They seem like they're all buying in. They're all a very cohesive group. And that'll all be tested once you get into training camp, the dog days of summer. You got to make the tough cuts. Injuries go. You face adversity. Something that is always going to happen. How do you handle that as an organization? And then you move forward into week one. So I'm excited. I mean, MetLife's going to be full. You're going to have full capacity. You're going to have tailgating. We're going to be back at it. Like, it's so, I can't wait. We'll be arranging, maybe we'll try, if they open up training camp, we'll see how that works. Maybe we'll try to arrange a party for that. Definitely some tailgate parties. The trip down to Carolina, we'll be going to that. So, and also I'll be doing some fan interviews, over the next month, because the content over the next month is nothing, man. I mean, it's a true quiet time in the NFL, unless a couple signings here and there, or maybe a trade, but I don't see that probably happening. So we'll be doing fan interviews. We'll try to do live streams. We'll change it up, maybe some UFC stuff and whatever else. Maybe the Titanic stream if Primetime ever wants to. And that's it. Have a good day. Have a good weekend. We'll keep in touch. If you want to buy the tank tops, I'm telling you, only till like Monday or Tuesday, we're going to cut them off, and we're not going to make them again. So that's it. Have a good day.